Hey everyone, this is Dale Berkeball, and welcome to Mindful Monday for creating a hella good life. So here's the thing, I am thinking about trying this new concept that I had about doing a video to help you kick off your week and have a really great week. So here's the thing, if we want to create a hella good life, we got to implement what I call success habits and practicing things on a consistent basis. What I'm going to do is I'm going to create this video series where my goal, again, is to help you kick off the week and have a really right? If you know me well, you know that my purpose in life is to challenge people to become innovative leaders so that we can change the world together. And so here's the thing. What I'm doing is challenging you to start your Monday off well. I'm hoping that it kicks off your week, and by doing so, I hope that you're going to become a leader and share with others how important this is to kicking off your week, how important these practices are. And by doing so, we're going to have this ripple effect that goes out and we change the world together. Okay? So that's one of the things, one of the ways that I'm going to live my purpose, and you're going to help me. I hope. Okay, so what these videos are going to be is, first we'll talk about the purpose in each video. Then we'll do a short story or short little lesson. And then we'll do a meditation together. And then we'll have a gratitude moment where we talk about something we're thankful for. And then we'll go on with our day. Okay, sound good? Okay, so let me just first start by saying, let me share some thoughts that I found related to meditation. Meditation is something that I think is really important for you to practice on a consistent basis. I would challenge you to do it every single day. If you can do it every day for 20 minutes, even if you can do it for 10 minutes, heck, 3 minutes, do what you can. But the consistency over time is what really helps. So try and do what you can, try and commit to that daily stuff. But anyhow, some of you new to this stuff may be saying, what the heck is meditation, right? So let me just share what Sharon Salzberg says about sort of a definition of meditation. Meditation is essentially training our attention so that we can be more aware, not only of our own inner workings, but also of what's happening around us in the here and now. Once we see clearly what's going on in the moment, we can then choose whether or how to act to what we're seeing. And see, why this is so important is oftentimes we just are kind of react to whatever comes our way. You know, we don't give it a second to think. We don't stop to think or breathe. We usually have something happen in our life, and then we respond or react to it. And sometimes that's not always in the most positive way. And so mindfulness will help you set the stage for being a little more, first off, being aware. And John Kabat-Zinn talks about how non-judgmental awareness is what we're trying to create here. And so what I mean by that is, when you do meditation, oftentimes your mind is going to wander. It's what they call monkey mind. But what you need to do is what I like to call catching myself in the act. And so when my mind wanders and I start thinking about something and I notice that I'm thinking about something instead of focused on my breath or whatever my anchor is, then I bring my mind back. And so it's one of those things where catching yourself in the act, realizing that you're thinking about something, and then bring your attention back to your anchor, whatever that is. Typically, it's going to be breathing. That's where we build the muscles. Okay, that's the reps that we're doing to build that bicep, or to build our brain. So be okay with that. And let me see here. So The first thing that we need to do in order to do any of this is we need to stop. We need to stop whatever it is that we're doing. Okay? And sometimes that's really hard for us to just stop. Stop. Just stop and sit for a moment, right? That can be really hard for us. Now, here's what I want you to think about when you're doing the meditation. Sit down somewhere that is comfortable. So find yourself a good chair. If you want, you can lay down on the bed. If you have a yoga mat handy, you can lay down on the yoga mat or a blanket, or just sit in your car seat if you're in your car. Whatever it may be, anywhere is fine. Now, the next step is notice your breathing. As you breathe in, be aware that you're breathing in. And as you breathe out, notice that you're breathing out. Now, oftentimes, what I like to do when I meditate is I actually breathe in and out through my nose. But some people like to say breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. You do what makes you feel most comfortable. And so let me just do like the quick little story that Thich Nhat Hanh shares about sitting. And so this is a book called How to Sit. I've shared some of this before, but I'm going to share it again because I think it's really powerful. And this is called Notes on Sitting. Many of us spend a lot of time sitting, too much time. We sit at our jobs, we sit at our computers, we sit in our cars. To sit in this book means to sit in such a way that you enjoy sitting. To sit in a relaxed way, with your mind awake, calm, and clear. This is what we call sitting. And it takes some training and practice. Now, I always find this a little bit amusing because, we sit so much that we think we're experts at sitting. But why do you need practice to sit? Well, you need practice to sit because you don't sit and you aren't aware. You aren't being aware when you're sitting. You aren't being present in the moment oftentimes. You're distracted by so many things, by our phones, by a TV, by a book, or whatever. All those things are okay, but let's just take a moment for ourselves. So I am going to share a meditation by Sharon Salzberg. And if you're not familiar with her, she's someone that you should check out. She's really great. Anyhow, this meditation is called breathing meditation. And so what I want you to do is go ahead and find that comfortable spot in that chair, back upright, and I want you to go ahead and close your eyes and sit with me. It's a 14-minute meditation. Okay?
You can sit comfortably on a cushion or in a chair. See if you can keep your back erect, but without being strained or overarched. And if you can't sit, you can lie on your back on a yoga mat or folded blanket with your arms at your sides. You can close your eyes if you're comfortable with that. If not, or you're more familiar with meditating with your eyes open, that's fine. With eyes open, you can gaze gently a few feet in front of you, find a spot, rest your gaze, let it go. You can deliberately take 3 or 4 deep breaths. Feel the air as it enters your nostrils, fills your chest and abdomen and then flows out again. Then let your breath settle into its natural rhythm without forcing it or trying to control it. Just feel the breath as it happens without trying to change it or improve it. Notice where you feel your breath most vividly, most predominantly. Maybe it's the in and out movement of air at the nostrils. Maybe it's the rising, falling movement of the chest or the abdomen. You can find that place, bring your attention there, and just rest. Rest your attention lightly, the way a butterfly rests on a flower. And see if you can feel just one breath, without concern for what's already gone by, without leaning forward for even the very next breath. Just this one. Be aware of the sensations of the breath. If you're at the nostrils, for example, you may feel tingling, vibration, warmth, coolness. If you're at the abdomen or the chest, you may feel movement, pressure, stretching, release. You don't need to name these sensations, but feel them. Just let your attention rest on the feeling of the natural breath, one breath at a time. To help support the awareness of the breath, you might want to experiment with silently saying to yourself, in, out, or perhaps rising, falling, but very quietly, so that what you're resting your attention on is really the sensations, the feeling of the breath, using the word just as a support. And if thoughts or images or emotions or sensations should arise, and they're not strong enough to actually take your attention away from the breath, just let them flow on by. You're breathing. They can come and go without your chasing after them to hold on or push away. It's likened to seeing a friend in a crowd. You don't have to shove aside everyone else and say, go away. But your interest, your enthusiasm is going, oh, there's my friend. There's the breath. There's the breath. Everything else can come and go. Doesn't matter. There's the breath. But if something arises that is strong enough to take your attention away, or you fall asleep, or you get lost in thought, don't worry about it. The moment that we realize our attention has wandered is the magic moment of the practice, because that's the moment we have the chance to be really different. So that instead of judging ourselves and berating ourselves and condemning ourselves, we can be gentle with ourselves, we can be kind. Simply let go, see if you can begin again. Bring your attention back to the feeling of the breath. And if you have to let go and begin again over and over again, it's fine. That's the practice. You don't have to get mad at yourself for having a thought. You don't have to evaluate its content. Just realize that you've been lost. Gently let go and bring your attention back. If you find yourself getting distracted by thoughts, you can think of those thoughts as clouds moving across a vast sky. The clouds aren't the sky, and actually the sky remains unchanged by them, however many there are, whatever they look like. Rather than get attached to any one thought, you can just let your thoughts float by, just like clouds moving through the sky. If you feel sleepy, you can sit up straighter, maybe open your eyes if they've been closed. Again, take a few deep breaths, and then return to breathing naturally. You don't need to control the breath or make it different from the way it is. Simply be with it. Feel the beginning of the in-breath and the end of it. The beginning of the out-breath and the end of it. If you realize that you've been distracted or you've fallen asleep, don't tell yourself you're weak or undisciplined. Don't give up in frustration, but practice letting go and beginning again. And when you feel ready, you can open your eyes or lift your gaze. As you finish this meditation session, reflect on the fact that you can bring some of these same qualities of concentration that you just experienced. Presence, calm observation, willingness to start over, gentleness, forgiveness, to the next activity that you do at home, at work, among friends, among strangers.
Okay. Well, I hope that you found that meditation helpful. The thing that I love so much about that meditation, especially, is it is very basic and sort of simplified, so we can. If we're new to meditation, it's great for beginners, but it's also great reminders for people that are a little more seasoned and a little more experienced at this stuff. Okay, so thank you so much for sitting with me. Now, what I want to do is I want to just have a moment of gratitude. And so, what I'd like you to do is actually find something that you're grateful for. You can take a minute to think about what are you grateful for. It doesn't have to be big and huge. It could be very simple. It could be that you woke up this morning. It could be that you're breathing fresh air. It could be whatever. For me, I mean, honestly, doing this first video, I'm super grateful for you. I'm grateful for you for watching this. I'm grateful for that I'm able to share these ideas with you and potentially help some of you and challenge you all to become innovative leaders, again, so that we can change the world together, because that's a real focus and purpose for myself, and also Hella Good Life. What we're doing here on the Facebook page. And also, if you're a fan of the Facebook page, great. Thank you so much. Thankful for you. If you're not, go over and like the Hella Good Life Facebook page. If you are on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the Hella Good Life YouTube channel, where we'll do different kinds of videos like this. And also check out the hellagood.life website. So www.hellagood.life, and where I have blogs and courses and all kinds of different things. Now, one other thing that I want to, as I'm thinking about my gratitude, sorry for the little interruption there, but for me, I'm thankful for you. I'm thankful that I'm able to do this. And what I'm thankful for is my thoughts, my planning, my intentions for sharing this with you, for being able to potentially help people have a great week, which is what this is all about. I'm thankful that I have paper and pens and Sharpies to write the notes that I write. I'm thankful for the light and for the mic and for the camera and for the internet and for Facebook and YouTube and all the different platforms and software that I use to broadcast this sort of programming. And I mean, I'm thankful for anyone that will watch this stuff. So thank you. Really, I thank you. And I'm thankful for all the stuff to be able to do this. Let's go out there and have a great week. And if you need any other thoughts on practicing gratitude, gratitude is a really powerful tool. And if you want to practice gratitude, I have a 5-day gratitude challenge that I call Grateful Living. And I shared the link in the description. It's bit.ly/grateful living. Okay, so check that out. It's a 5-day challenge. It's both an email challenge and an online course video challenge. So you can do whatever works best for you. But I thank you so much. You have a great week, and peace, love, and respect to you, my friends. Take care.